time for Singing Down South with Jonathan Wilburn. Great Southern gospel music and refreshment for your soul. Singing Down South. Here's your host, Jonathan Wilburn.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me, Jonathan Wilburn, here on another episode of Singing Down South. You can tune in to Singing Down South every Thursday at 7 p.m., Saturday at 4 p.m., Sunday at 9 a.m., and Mondays at noon. Have we got a great program lined up for you? This program is going to feature a very special person that I'm going to be interviewing, and that's my son, Mr. Jordan Wilburn. Also, our featured artist for the day is Gordon Mote. Gordon Mote is one of the most prolific musicians, singers in America today. So you stay tuned right here to Singing Down South, where we play the best in Southern gospel music.
I believe in the sun. I believe in the risen one. I believe I overcome by the power of His blood. Amen. Amen. I'm alive because He lives. Amen. Amen. Let my song join the one that never ends because He lives. I was dead in the grave. I was covered in sin and shame. I heard mercy call my name. He rolled the stone away. Amen. Amen. I'm alive because He lives. Amen. Amen. Let my song join the one that never ends. Because He lives. I can face tomorrow. Because He lives. Every fear is gone. 'Cause I know He holds my life, my future in His hands. Amen. Amen. I'm alive because He lives. Amen. Amen. Let my song join the one that never ends. Amen. Amen. I'm alive because He lives. Amen. Amen. Let my song join the one that never ends because He lives. Oh, because He lives, I can face tomorrow.
I have heard of a land on a faraway strand. 'Tis the beautiful home of the soul, built by Jesus Jesus on high, where we never shall die. It's a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, where we'll never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, where we'll never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old. In that beautiful home where we never more roam, we shall meet in that sweet by and by. Happy praise to the King, through eternity sing, in a land where we never shall die. Never grow old, where we'll never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, where we'll never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old.
Straight from Bryson City in North Carolina, the Inspirations and their performance of Never Grow Old at the National Quartet Convention. You don't want to miss that this year. It's going to be great. Next here on Singing Down South, we have some folks that I really do love. Jim Brady. You make welcome the Jim Brady Trio.
She cleans the kitchen, he soothes the fevered brow, she does the laundry, he folds the towels, she makes the dinner, he tucks the kids in bed. Come tomorrow, they'll do it all again. Ordinary love, a love that winds its way through common conversations and simple acts of grace. 'Cause no one needs a superstar, no one needs a saint. We need someone to just show up with ordinary love. Today's the funeral, they're barely hanging on some words of comfort, a final song. And while we struggle to give a little hope, come tomorrow, what they'll remember most is ordinary love, a love that winds its way through common conversations and simple acts of grace. 'Cause no one needs a superstar. No one needs a saint. We need someone to just show up with ordinary love. When it's patient, when it's kind, when it's humble, when it's blind, when it forgives and it forgets. It's so amazing, and yet it's ordinary love, a love that winds its way through common conversations and simple acts of grace. 'Cause we don't need a superstar, no, we don't need a saint. We need someone to just show up with ordinary
Get ready to set sail on the Music City Show Cruise, February 23rd to the 29th, 2020. Sailing to some breathtaking ports of call: Half Moon Cay, Bahamas, Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turk Island. Cabins on this trip of a lifetime start at just $698. 6 days at sea with your favorite Christian music artists: the Nealons, Jeff and Sherry Easter, the Irwins, the Music City Quartet, Jim and Melissa Brady, Michael English, the Jordan Family Band, Tim Lovelace, Wilburn and Wilburn, The Sound, Jeff Stice, Jim Sheldon, the Positive Cowboy, and more. You'll enjoy Bible studies, daily concerts, songwriting sessions, and a piano-only sing-along, luxurious staterooms, an Opry night, and special VIP events. Don't miss out. The Music City Show Cruise, February 23rd to the 29th, 2020. Call and reserve your cabin today. 1-855-346-7735. Visit themusiccityshow.com and sail away with us on the Music City Show Cruise.
The Music City Show Cruise, a wonderful gospel music experience. Come and go with me. Make sure you tell them that Jonathan Wilburn sent you, or for a free brochure, you can call my office at 256-459-4769, or you can log on to jonathanwilburn.com for more information. Next, we have my friends, the McCameys.
The preacher got up and said, "Stand to your feet. We'll start with a prayer. If you have a need, let it be heard, saints, let it be known. We're all family, and you're not alone." That's when he saw her in the back of the church. Her silence and sadness cried out the hurt. The kind shepherd knew just what to say. I need to know before we can pray. An unspoken request. Does anybody have one here tonight? Did you come with a burden you can't share? A need in your life. Just lift up your hand to the one who can give you rest. Child, have no fear, our God can unspoken request. Well, the preacher whispered as she raised her hand, "Sweet Holy Spirit, come by her and stand." And as her tears started flowing, there was no doubt that in the throne room of heaven, her secret was out. An unspoken request. Does anybody have one here tonight? Did you come with a burden you can't share? A need in your life? Just lift up your hand to the one who can give you rest. Child, have no fear, our God can hear. An unspoken request. Child, have no fear, our God can cure. An unspoken request.
That was the McCameys. I want to invite you June the 28th to be with us in Gadsden, Alabama for the Gadsden Gold Homecoming at the church at Wills Creek on June the 28th at 7 p.m. You can call my office for more information. You can log on to jonathanwilburn.com to purchase your tickets. Our featured guest, our featured artist here on Singing Down South is Mr. Gordon Mote. He'll be there that night at the church at Wills Creek.
I stood in the courtroom, the judge turned my way. It looks like you're guilty. Now what do you say? I spoke up, Your Honor. I have no defense, but that's when mercy walked in. Mercy walked in and pleaded my case, called to the stand God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sin, forgiven when mercy walked in. Praise the Lord. I stood there and wondered, how could this be, that someone so guilty had just been set free? My chains were broken, I felt born again. The moment that mercy walked in, oh, mercy walked in and pleaded my case, called to the stand God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sin, forgiven when mercy walked in. The blood was presented that covered forgiven when mercy walked in. Charlotte, Sherry. Thank y'all.
That's our featured artist here on Singing Down South, Mr. Gordon Mote. He'll also be with us over at the Gadsden Gold Homecoming, that being the hometown of Gordon Mote. His parents still live there and go to the church at Wills Creek, where we'll be having the Gadsden Gold Homecoming June the 28th at 7 p.m. For ticket information, log on to jonathanwilburn.com, or you can call our offices at 256-459-4769. That's Gordon Mote. He'll be with us June the 28th. And speaking of being with us, I am so honored to have a special guest with me on the show, and that is my son, Mr. Jordan Wilburn. Jordan, thanks for being on with me today.
Well, thank you for having me on here.
I was noticing your hair. You got praise and worship hair going on.
Yeah.
High and lifted up.
Amen.
Amen. But I just want to know that I appreciate you being on and your talent and sharing that with all the folks. And
yeah, when you were coming on and you said we had Jordan Wilburn here today, it reminded me when I was a kid. Do you remember the video? We were doing the taping up in North Carolina, and I was sitting here thinking right before the camera came around, I was probably two or three years old, and the camera swung around. They went, Jordan, do you want to say a special hi? You just look into that camera and you say a special hi to your grandma, your grandpa, your dad, and it swung around there, and I went, hi.
Yeah, you
That's
sure
all
did.
I said was hi. Yeah. They did it 3 or 4 times. Finally, they're like, all right.
They gave up on it because, I mean, they did it again. They,
hi.
They swung around there, and they said, no, Jordan, is there anybody special you want to say hi to? And you went, sure. And they went, okay, go ahead. And you went, hi.
And I wanted to be they asked me if there's anything special I wanted to do when I grew up, and I said, yeah, I was thinking about being a baker man.
Well, yeah, you're far from a baker man.
No, I'm not a baker man.
I'm telling you, you have a hard time with a frozen pizza.
Yeah.
So do I. I'm glad we've got Mom,
yes,
amen,
and Mama
to do our
Lane,
cooking for us. Let me ask you something. Now, this is getting more serious. Mm-hmm. You've had a lot of influences in singing, and I know a lot of those influences. But as far as who you have listened to and tried to draw from, who would I know there's more than one. Who are some of those artists?
Some of those artists would be. I was a big fan of the Kingsmen during the Jim Hamill era.
Big Jim Hamill.
Yeah, I loved.
And he loved you.
Yes, he did. We had a good relationship, and he was always very encouraging. And I loved the way he was on stage.
Mm-hmm.
One day I wanted to be able to command a stage like Jim Hamill.
Oh well, that's hard to do.
Yeah. And then. Gold City, the era when you and Jay and Mark were there, it was classy.
And Tim.
And Tim Riley, of course. Jay Perrick singing, I always liked his smooth. He could go from that falsetto to his strong tone. I always loved the power.
Yeah.
And golly, there's so many. The Isaacs.
Yeah.
I've always loved their.
And what I love about this, they're not only big influences of yours, they're great friends of our family.
Oh, yes, they are. Always have been since I was a kid. Who else? Golly,
Michael English.
Michael English. I've always liked
Jason
his.
Crabb.
Jason Crabb. Always loved
I mean, you got
singing.
the crab hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. But there's a lot. There's a lot of people, but those are definitely some that have been big staples in my career.
They have, and when we started singing as Wilburn and Wilburn, I remember Michael English making the statement. He said, your son, he's got a great new sound, but he's got an old heart.
I didn't know what that meant at first.
Well, I know you didn't know what that meant, but I believe that means that you've got old-fashioned ways about you, and that he likes seeing the respect you show toward your peers and the older generation of men and women who sing gospel music.
Right.
But it's amazing to me to see you go from Baker Man to being here now. And our first album, we got Ben Isaacs, who produced our first album, Family Ties. He's produced all our albums.
Yes, he has.
And the last one is called Shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And that album did well for us.
It did.
Had 2 #1 songs.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Who'd ever thunk it?
Yeah.
Just amazing what God's done.
Yes, it is.
In our career.
Mm-hmm.
And but I remember when you were just a kid, that when you were a teenager,
mm-hmm.
and I would be on the road with Gold City and calling home and trying to get a hold of you. And I remember one night I called home and Dad was there, Jackie Wilburn.
Yes.
And he was at the Pisgah ball game.
Oh.
And it was Gaston against Pisgah.
And I was a freshman.
And you were a freshman. And they put you in.
Yeah, the quarterback.
They put you in.
Yep.
So you were holding for the kick.
Uh-huh.
And the snap was bad. Well, I was sitting there talking to Dad, and I went, Dad, how's Jordan doing, man? He's holding his, oh, my. Oh, goodness, John, I'm going to have to go. And he hung up. Well, that big old boy, you thought you were going to fire around the left end. And
had a concussion. I had to go to the hospital.
He picked you up and slammed you.
Like a rag doll.
Daddy called me back later, and he said, Jonathan, it looked like one of those great white, or one of those big old killer whales had a hold of a little baby seal just slinging it around.
I didn't weigh 120 pounds.
You did, soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
But I remember you telling me, Dad, it looked like I had a touchdown. That big old boy from Pisgah grabbed you.
Woo.
Oh man, it is. We've had a great life, and through gospel music, we've tried to be as normal as possible, and be gone. And I'm glad you're on the show today. But you know what? It wouldn't be right to bring you on here and not have you sing a song. Can you do that for us?
Sure. Be glad to.
Okay, great. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to ask Jordan right now to step over to the front porch singing area, and I want him to sing a song that I really love. It's called Where the Love of God is Going to Go. You never know when you show God's love. You know, God's love is greater than Satan's hate. You never know when you show somebody love through the Lord, what it's going to do for them.
That's right.
The love of God goes deeper than any addiction. It goes deeper than any pain, any sorrow. His love reaches further. You listen as my son Jordan Wilburn sings right here on Singing Down South, front porch gospel singing.
Yeah.
You never know where the love of God is going to go.
He'd be the last one you'd expect to see walking up those church house steps, hard as a stone and jailhouse mean, Saturday night still on his breath. But we all saw a miracle that day, like watching Lazarus come out of the grave. The love of God, it doesn't stop. It keeps on running straight to the heart, to places dark and deep that seem so out of reach. Oh, you never know where the love of God is gonna go. Hide behind your walls, yeah, that's okay, even if you close and lock the doors. He'll still come knocking anyway, 'cause here's what I know about my Lord.
Gospel music's most spectacular event, the National Quartet Convention, returns to a premier vacation destination, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Headlining the main stage of the Lacan Center are the Hoppers, Greater Vision, the Jim Brady Trio, Mark Trammell Quartet, the Collingsworth Family, the Booth Brothers, Jason Crabb, and more. Plus, the largest Christian marketplace showcases the Singing Muse Fan Awards. Reserve your seats today. Visit nqconline.com.
I want to invite you all to log on to jonathanwilburn.com. There you can check out the events that I have in Alabama and Tennessee, our singing cruises, the Singing at Sea, the Music City Show Cruise, and all the different things, National Quartet Convention that we have, plus our product as far as CDs, hats, T-shirts, and things of that nature. It helps support our ministry. We appreciate you logging on to jonathanwilburn.com, and you can also sign up for our newsletter subscription at jonathanwilburn.com. What a blessing it is to have my son here on Singing Down South. And he just, that song, Where the Love of God is Going to Go. Jordan, that is one of my favorite songs that I've ever heard you sing.
Oh, thank you.
He'd be the last one you'd expect to see coming up those church house steps.
That's
How
right.
many people are still praying for loved ones and hoping that one day they'll walk through those doors and give their heart and life to Jesus?
You know, when we do that song live, it always never fails. People come up to the table and they say, I've got a loved one that's, you know, out in the world's not been saved. Pray for this sister. Pray always.
Yes, I've heard them.
Yeah.
So I can testify to that fact. You know, we're here singing and carrying on a ministry. You know, Dad, D-Jax, your granddaddy, my dad, Jackie Wilburn, he started in radio about 40 years ago. And I remember going down there as a kid, and my dad loved this music, and he promoted some singings in the Carthage, Tennessee area. And that love of this music has just gone over into us.
Yeah.
I want you to just kind of tell what Dad meant to you.
Yeah, you know, D-Jack and I, we...
Now, D-Jack being your granddaddy.
Yes, people know that. We had a very close relationship. You know, some of our favorite pastimes were sitting around watching football, basketball games. There was not a more fun person to watch a sporting event with Jackie Wilburn. He'd get excited with you and get into it. But then D-Jack, we also enjoyed playing golf, just being outside. D-Jack loved
being outside.
He did. He loved. I always said he loved precision sports. He liked to shoot basketball, stuff you had to aim at.
Golf. He was an incredible pitcher.
Yes, he was. But more than that, D-Jack and I, like you and he did, same. We just connected on a spiritual level, and we love to sit around and talk about things of God.
That was his favorite.
That was his favorite.
I mean, he loved you know, playing golf and sports.
Yeah,
but man, when it came to serving Jesus, that was number one.
That was number one. That's what he loved to talk about.
That's right. And that's why we're doing what we do today.
That's
because
exactly
he's
right.
passed on that legacy and this love for Christ.
And this song, you know, remember we got the demo of this song, and you heard it before I did.
Oh, yeah. Kenna West wrote it.
Yeah, and then once you let me, you said, well, we're going to do this, but I want you to hear it.
Yes.
And usually when you say that, it's a good one. And sure enough, I knew once we heard it, we had to
Well, this is the
sing
title cut of our album, Shoulders. And it's written by Kenna West. And, you know, we should all plant shade trees for somebody else to sit under. How many of you out there has someone invested in your life? They're gone. They're dead and gone. And you're still reaping rewards from some dear old saint of God who planted a shade tree that you're enjoying today. Folks, I want you to listen. This song touches my heart. It's simply called Shoulders.
Everybody's got a hero, and I call mine Grandpa. He never had a lot to show for years of working hard. I heard he had a lot of plans he never got to carry out. But I believe there's a part of him alive in me now. What if some dreams aren't made to come true till long after the dreamer's gone? What if sometimes we're simply meant to be shoulders for someone else to stand on? There are doors that some will open, they never will go through. But someone else will journey far, walking in their shoes. So many miles of travel by light that's handed down from the ones who've gone before me. I hope I made them proud. What if some dreams aren't made to come true till long after the dreamer's gone? What if sometimes we're simply meant to be shoulders for someone else to stand on? Maybe all the dead-end roads in my life are only stepping stones for my child. What if some dreams aren't made to come true till long after the dreamer's gone? What if sometimes we're simply meant to be shoulders for someone else to stand on? Everybody's got a hero, and I call mine Grandpa.
Get ready to set sail on the Music City Show Cruise, February 23rd to the 29th, 2020. Sailing to some breathtaking ports of call: Half Moon Cay, Bahamas, Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turk Island. Cabins on this trip of a lifetime start at just $698. 6 days at sea with your favorite Christian music artists: the Nealons, Jeff and Sherry Easter, the Irwins, the Music City Quartet, Jim and Melissa Brady, Michael English, the Jordan Family Band, Tim Lovelace, Wilburn and Wilburn, The Sound, Jeff Stice, Jim Sheldon the Positive Cowboy, and more. You'll enjoy Bible studies, daily concerts, songwriting sessions, and a piano-only sing-along, luxurious staterooms, an Opry night, and special VIP events. Don't miss out. The Music City Show Cruise, February 23rd to the 29th, 2020. Call and reserve your cabin today. 1-855-346-7735. Visit themusiccityshow.com and sail away with us on the Music City Show Cruise.
The Music City Show Cruise is something you don't want to miss. Tell them that Jonathan Wilburn sent you. If you need more information, like a free brochure, you can call my office at 256-459-4769. Man, my son did a wonderful job on his song, Shoulders. I'm so thankful to have a son singing songs about Jesus, a father and son singing about the Father and the Son. Singing Down South. Some people have asked me, why did you name it Singing Down South? It's because it's Southern gospel music. This is where it all started. The Statesmen and so many great groups that sprang out of the southern roots of the South. Thank you for listening. And speaking of Southern gospel, you couldn't have Southern gospel without great quartets. And this next quartet, the Carolina Quartet, is sure to bless you.
I've had my share of heartaches, I've been walked on once or twice, and
see me then, you know I'm not the man I used to be. No, I'm not. If you had only seen me then, you know it's never too late to start again. If I could take you back to where I was and where I've been, you want what I got now. If you had only seen me then. Till I met the Lord. Oh, now even my worst days are better than before. I'm going up the right way, never turning back. No, no, I plan to stay right where I'm at. Now I've been on both sides of the track. Oh, if you had only seen me then, you know it's never too late to start again. If I could take you back to where I was and where I've been, you want what I've got now. If you had only seen me then. I want you to welcome to the main stage his first time to sing for you from Dixon, Tennessee, Riley Dawson. Will you make him welcome? And if you had only seen me then, you know it's never too late to start again. If I could take you back to where I was and where I've been, you want what I've got now. You can only see me then. Oh, if you had only seen me then, you know it's never too late to start again. If I could take you back to where I was and where I've been, you want what I've got now. If you had only seen me then. No.
Beyond the reach of space, to go beyond the distant glimmering stars. This world's a room so small within my master's house. The open sky is but a portion of his yard. How big is God? How big and wide his vast domain. To try to tell these lips can only start. Is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. All will see how great is our God. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. All will see how great is our God.
Great music from a great quartet, the Guardians. I want to invite you to come and be with us over in Gadsden, Alabama for the Gadsden Gold Homecoming, featuring Gordon Mote, Gold City, Exodus, Jay Parrick, and Wilburn and Wilburn. It's going to be a night to remember. Mark this down, June the 28th at 7 p.m. The doors will open at 6. The tickets are general admission in advance. They're $15 or $20 at the door. Reserved seating is $25. So to order your tickets, you can log on to jonathanwilburn.com or you can call 256-459-4769. And that is the Gadsden Gold Homecoming. Log on to jonathanwilburn.com today and get your tickets. Now, in Scottsboro at Collins Intermediate School is the McCamey's. It's going to be a McCamey's Last Stand Tour. They're retiring in November. And with the McCamey's will be Gold City, Wilburn and Wilburn. And that is June the 7th at 7 p.m. at the Collins School in Scottsboro, Alabama. And again, you can log on to jonathanwilburn.com for more information. That event is solely sponsored by Family Savings Credit Union. That means you don't have to have a ticket. So first come, first serve. Doors open at 6 p.m. That's Scottsboro, Alabama, Collins School, McCamey's, Gold City, Wilburn and Wilburn. You don't want to miss it. It's a free concert.
There's power in the blood. Would you be free? Let's sing it. Would you be free from the burden of sin? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Would you or evil victory win? There's wonderful power in the blood. Sing it. There is power, wonderful power in the free from your passion and pride. There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Come for a cleansing to Calvary's tide. There's wonderful power in the blood. Would you be whiter, much whiter than snow? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Sin stains are lost in its life-giving flow. There's wonderful power in the blood.
Would you do service for Jesus, your King? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Would you live daily His praises to sing? There's wonderful power in the blood.
There is power, power, wonder-working power. Of the Lamb, of the Sing it again. There is in the precious blood.
Love good hymn singing from Gerald Wolfe and his hymn sing. Next we have our featured artist, Mr. Gordon Mote.
Crimson love
place of life's demand. Shameful sin placed on him, the hope of every man. Oh, the blood of Jesus washes me. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. Yes, the blood, it is my victory. Save your Son, Holy One, slain so I can live. See the Lamb, the great I am, who takes away my sin. Oh, the blood of Jesus washes me. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. Yes, the blood, it is my victory. Oh, the precious blood of the Lamb. I washed in the blood. The precious blood of the Lamb. Oh, what love, no greater love, grace, how can it be that in my sin, yes, even then, he shed his blood for me. Oh, the blood of Jesus washes me. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. Yes, the blood, it is my victory. What a sacrifice that saved my life. Yes, the blood, it is my victory.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Singing Down South. You can tune in every week, Thursdays at 7, Saturdays at 4 p.m., Sundays at 9 a.m., and Mondays at noon. For all your audio and visual needs, we have a great place for you to visit in Oxford, Alabama. It's called Sound Solutions. Go and visit Sound Solutions for all your audio-visual needs and tell them that the folks at Singing Down South said to stop by. Thank you for tuning in once again, and until next time, you be blessed.
Thank you for listening to Singing Down South with Jonathan Wilburn. More information about your host is available at jonathanwilburn.com. We hope you enjoyed the program today. Please join us again next week for more great Southern gospel music on Singing Down South.